me with that side eye. So, and yeah, I gotta admit, man, that's exactly how I responded when I seen it too. So let's get into it, man. You guys remember our good buddy that broke? I mean, he went on a run for about 2 weeks. I think it was during free agency, right? Old Ricky Scoops. And I love how I about said a bad word, how crappy his graphics always are.
I was just gonna say,
so much.
He's got a watermark. It's perfect. You can't even see through the thing.
Breaking news. Wow. Breaking news. Wow. Breaking. All right. So anyway, some people look at this and they probably go, "Who is this guy?" Right? How many followers he's up to? First of all, let's see here. 39,000. So this cat went on a little run breaking news where we were like, okay, who is he? And I remember asking you guys, do you think this is somebody within 1265 Lombardi? Because he had the info before anyone else, it seemed like, on the Jordan Love contract. I actually got a tip about the guaranteed money on Jordan Love's contract. I messaged little Ricky Scoops, and he said, yep, heard the same thing. So I went with it that night on the show, right? So he's got some kind of bead there. However, let's just get into it. The barking rumor, whatever that means. Even though I don't think he will be traded, the Packers have a very serious trade offer on the table to the Cowboys for Micah Parsons. All right. So let's get this out of the way. Do I think this will happen? No. Do I want it to happen? Not really. However, if they do pull the trigger on it, to me, it says they're probably going to do a restructure next year with Gary and then move on. That's how you could make that work, right, in terms of the salary cap. But if it was anybody other than Ricky Scoops and they had, less than 50,000 followers like Ricky does, I'd probably roll my eyes a little bit more. But he just hit on a few things. So what if there is a trade offer on the table from the Packers to the Cowboys? Let's go around the horn here one time. Do you guys think this is legit or no?
No. I don't.
Or you think there's no trade offer on the table?
I guess I should maybe rephrase it. I think that probably like most free agents, I think the Packers will give out an offer, one that would be completely reasonable for them, and someone that maybe an offer that would be almost out of the realm of possibility for the player, if that makes sense. And just because I feel like we've always talked about progress stoppers, how much capital we've invested in that position with LVN, guys like Kingsley, now with Sorrell. Obviously, we have Gary on the team, my boy Brenton Cox. It just seems like that those guys have earned their play, their positions, and it just seems very uncharacteristic. But I think if I understand now what Emilio was saying in the pre-show, it does kind of make sense for some Goody. If he is going to pull the trigger, he'd want to do it with a guy that is a proven blue chip guy, a guy that's still young enough that you can get him on a solid contract that he would be expected to play through and actually be a really high-end performer that whole time. So what are your thoughts, Emilio?
Yeah, 26 years old, 2 months, 19 days. That's Micah Parsons' age currently. I think Goody would be all over that right now. I mean, you've seen him. He's been in the league 4 years. You've seen what he can do. Imagine our defense, kind of surrounded around him. Imagine him opposite of Cooper. You got Quay. You got it would be. I think of it like you bring in X, you bring in Jacobs, you bring in, Peppers, Woodson. That kind of a sort of a star player that's going to come in and be that difference maker. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think Coach Lynn said it earlier. Packers are in every conversation. That's the truth. Right. And I think, hey, if this is our bottom dollar, it would be like me walking into Home Depot and I pull the trigger on, the one yellow sticker item, right, Jacob? I'll get that one, but it's only for bottom dollar. And if they say no, I got to walk away. Right? You're not spending. But looking at the Cowboys' point of view, they're just probably going to throw that, the franchise tag on them and keep moving. They could do that for 2 years now. So I really don't see it.
Yeah, like you wouldn't drop $2,000 on a Mike Tyson fight, but we'll definitely pay $50 to watch Redneck Brawl. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Done deal. So again, the thing that got me kind of intrigued with the tweet, and again, it could be a couple of different things, really 2 or 3 different things. he could be lying about this, right? Whoever he is, we don't even know who Ricky Scoops. What's so funny about this guy breaking news in the past is like, who the hell is this guy?
Where's Tim tonight? That's all I'll say.
Oh, cue up the conspiracy music. Is Tim actually Ricky Scoops? I will say this: if Tim was in the house and I said, "Tim, what do you think about this?" This would be his exact words. You ready? Stop it. Stop
He
it.
would say that.
Exactly what he would say. But when it says very serious trade offer, though, that made me go, wonder what the offer was. If it's true and they laid an offer out there, what would a very serious offer be? Again, I would not hold my breath on this. If it had been anybody but Ricky Scoops that had tweeted it, I would have probably just not even talked about it tonight. But that dude just, I don't know, man. There's something he's got behind the scenes there.
Yeah, the chat has been throwing out a few trade proposals. I guess, Emilio, what would it take for this deal to make sense? Like, would it be a player and a pick and a couple picks? Like, to me, it would have to be somebody that they replace. So I hate even going here, but it would have to be like an LVN, like Afam's saying here, LVM and a third. I think it'd even have to be higher than that. I think they'd probably want like a first or a second, maybe in Dobbs or something like that. What do you guys think of a possibility there?
They would definitely he would want at least a first, potentially two. I would think, even if you kind of do move a player, I still think Jerry would be like, I got the fuel version. You can go
say
ahead
it like
and
he would say it. Say it like he would say it. Say it.
I'm
got this. You've been in Tennessee long enough. Say it with the accent.
Yeah, can't you do
No,
it?
it's okay. No, it's okay. No, I think Jerry Jones is going to walk in there and say, give me 2 firsts and a player of said caliber. I just don't see it happening.
He said, give me 2 firsts in the groundhog cage, bub.
I just don't see it, man. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't either, man. But again, Glover in the
looking right, his contract right now. What was he? He was average salary of $4.2 million. He had a signing bonus of 9.7, guaranteed as signed 17. He's basically been on the cap for 3, 3.8, 4.6, and 5.4. This year, the club option is $24 million. He would have to be getting. He probably wants 30 to 35 easy for at least 3 years. I mean, we're talking over $100 million.
I don't want that
to bring him right in. I would rate. I think our defense is good where it's at right now. I think we're going to grow into it this year.
Mm-hmm. All right, so there you go. We'll see if Ricky Scoops gets this one right or not. And again, if he ends up being traded somewhere else, we'll never know if he got it right. You know what I mean? So, William Herman in the chat says, Ricky's the same guy who said the Packers are working on an extension for Rasheed Walker like 4 weeks ago. Do we know that isn't true, though, William?
Right.
It's true.
They've been working with him on an extension, just like there could be an offer on the table for – it doesn't mean it's 3 first-round picks. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he didn't say this trade is happening. He's saying there's an offer there. So,
right.
But anyway – we'll move it along. I just thought we would hit on it real quick and see. I want to get everybody's take.
Where would he even play though? I mean, because they used him as a walk-up backer more or less. Are we playing him on the edge?
He started as a stack backer. Now they use him as an edge rusher. They have the last couple of years, to the best of my knowledge. So I think he would play edge personally.
Opposite of Rashawn.
Yeah, and people say, well, we've already got LVM, we got Rashawn. We know how they like to rotate, and Rashawn's contract next year blimps a little bit more. The guaranteed money's pretty much gone, meaning you can get out of – you're still going to have a cap penalty if you moved on from Rashawn, but you would free up a lot of cap space. So if you could move on from Rashawn next year, pick up a younger, more productive version of an edge defender and free up that partial of that cap space, re-sign Micah Parsons to a 4-year deal, that's the only way I can make sense of it. The thought of keeping Rashawn, giving Micah Parsons anywhere from $30 to $40 million per a year, and you've got LVN who he seems like he's absolutely blossoming this year, right? It's early in camp, but boy, oh boy, he put on another show today. People seen the mic'd up. If you ain't seen the mic'd up video of LVN throwing the hezzy on people, Lord have mercy, man. That dude, he's looking solid. So, again, that's why it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me unless you're willing to move on from Rashawn. So if it were me, and you go, okay, what would you be willing to give up? I wouldn't give up no more than a first-round pick. One first-round pick because we got to give this guy a huge contract. Look, he's already ticked off. I'm seeing the people say give Rashawn Gary, LVN a first-round pick and Romeo Doubs. I'm going, no, not me. If you want to give Romeo in a first, maybe get back a fourth or something, I'd probably be okay with that because I don't think they're going to extend Romeo Doubs. I could be wrong. Those are the players that are kind of primed for the trade, in my opinion. But then you look at it from the Cowboys standpoint. Will we rather take Romeo Doubs on the last year of his contract, and we may not even extend him, seeing that we've got CeeDee Lamb on that extension.
And they just brought in Pickens.
Yeah. I think you'd rather have a draft pick, you know what I mean? So an extra draft pick, I should say.
And that's like Goody's looking at it as I spent all this time building this roster to get it to this point, and I'm gonna get rid of 3 of my players for one guy that I don't know, hasn't ever played in our defensive system. Not that he can't do it, I'm not saying that, but I mean, yeah, he's a first rounder, 12th pick. We brought in Isaiah Simmons. They're not the same player, but same kind of approach. Can I get a cheap version of a Micah? And I mean, I don't know. I think the Cowboys would definitely just tag him and keep moving.
If you think too, Jacob, I'll get your take here. But I was sitting there thinking, like, is there precedent for this in terms of a trade? No, not for Goody, right? But there is precedent for him paying top dollar for 2 edge defenders. We've seen that with Zadarius and Preston coming around free agency. Go ahead, Jacob. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no, I was just gonna say it reminds me of that old kind of meme or whatever. It's like I want to. Can I get some Micah Parsons? And we got Micah Parsons at home, and then it's Isaiah Simmons. But I don't know. Like you said, there is precedent where we're wanting to pay 2, but I really do believe that. I just think that they're comfortable with the progress that LVN and Cox and Enigbare have showed, and that's not even now getting into the Baron Sorrell conversation. Like Amelia said, you've taken so much time, so much. Recruiting and scouting, and then the draft and the training for these guys that were kind of like your little projects, and you just want to throw them all down the pipeline so you can get a guy like Amelia said that is not tested and true in our system. I'm sure that he would do fine, but to me, I'm a little too drunk to taste that chicken.
I completely understand. Wade Durbin says, awesome content, gentlemen. Thank you, Wade. Appreciate you, man. Go ahead.
Do you think anything has to do with his agent being David Mulugheta?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, I do.
David Mulugheta is the new Drew Rosenhaus. Drew Rosenhaus in the late 90s, early 2000s was the super agent. Mulugheta is just crushing it, dude. He's the boogeyman right now for front office. Although Goody did say he loves working with Mulugheta. I remember him saying that about Jordan Love. Like, yeah, we got a really good working relationship with David Mulugheta and their agency and everything. That kind of makes you go, a little bit too, right, with this. But I don't know.
Dude, well, I got a conspiracy. David Mulugheta is Ricky, and all he does is throw out posts when he knows he's got a scoop, and then also when he knows he doesn't have anything, he wants to kind of inflate his client's stock, dude. That would be honestly brilliant.
We figured it out.
Got it. Sorry, Tim.
Soldier in the chat says, hey, guys from Australia. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you so much.
What time is it over there?
Let's put another shrimp on the bobby.
Oh, right? Boy. Yep, there it goes.
See, every time. This is why we can't have international friends, Jacob.
What time is it over there? Give me a wild guess right now.
Oh, man. I don't know. I mean, that is – I don't know.
It's yesterday, isn't it? It's yesterday. Yeah.
I would say it's – I'm gonna take the easy route here and just say I think it's 7 o'clock in the morning over there. What do you think?
Oh,
yeah.
You're close.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
9:40. Okay.
I'll take that.
I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much on the opposite side of the world. So
yeah. Nice cup of coffee.
Yeah, it is. So I was wrong. I thought it was in the past. It's the future.
He's watching Good Morning. He's watching Good Morning Lambo right now. That's it.
There you go.
See?
Man.
All right, let's move it along. We've wasted so much time. Thank you so much for tuning in.